So what do you do with a dated old museum with a complex history that's outlasted generations, but's in desperate need of a makeover? I guess respecting your elders is a good place to start. Here in Auckland, a mysterious jellyfish object has appeared on the horizon. Close to the city's port and a popular cruise destination, the Auckland War Memorial Museum recently entered the next stage of its evolution. Architect Noel Lane had the bold task of fusing an education centre, auditorium and event space into this historic building, and made more than a mark on the city's landscape, devoting 12 years of his time to the project. Such a striking building. The whole of Auckland can see this building. And what you've created on top of it is a beacon. It's responding to the old fabric of the building, which is a very strong semicircular form. But surely any controversial architecture has to be good architecture.
No, I think you can have really bad controversial architecture. And it should be controversial. I think it was probably a shock when it first happened that referred to the building but wasn't part of the building, so there could be no confusion about what was new and what was historic.
I think that works really well.
And when we first drew it, it was a classic dome. So it had vertical glass and a minimal pitch. And then you could never get that solidity to connect to the old building, and that's when the undulation started to happen.
Went all floppy.
Yeah, so by rolling it, it touches and sort of caresses the old building.
It's such a striking shape. And in fact, you can see the glass roof, the atrium space, has a tension between the old structure and what you've put in here. You feel like you're on top of the world up here. It seems to have a fantastic connection to the harbour, to the sailing, to the maritime history of the place. Is that intentional?
Yeah, and it's inevitable too. It's a port harbour. Everybody arrived in New Zealand initially by sea, and the site alone, the original site, was a gesture to the whole city.
And to honour the nation's sea legs, Noel infused its past into the present. I look up and I see the underside of a boat. A clinker boat, that's what I see. Is that part of it?
Part of it, yes. And the way we built it is very much like you'd have built a timber boat. The timber's Fijian carry. It was plantation-grown Fijian carry. We sourced and shipped in and milled to size.
And why Fijian carry?
Because it refers to our carry forests.
Carry is used in boat building and exemplifies the deep connection that Auckland has to the sea. Were you intimidated with such a big building at such a prominent location?
I was never intimidated by it. I loved the building. Part of my life as an Aucklander and a New Zealander, I was very aware, though, of the importance of the building and its contents to the community of New Zealand. It's about knowledge and history and capturing it and holding it precious. It's the beginning of a new history.
The New Zealand Maori language has a word for evolving, and that's Maori. And that means life force or essence, or the power to change. And this building does exactly that. It respects what's gone before, but embraces the future.